So Genlock debuted yesterday, guys. Episode 1, free for everybody across the globe, as far as Rooster Teeth site is concerned. And what a debut to the episode. And then episode 2 was also pushed out, but that episode was for specifically for first members only. That will be pushed out fully for everybody next weekend. But I just want to give a very brief thought, a video on my thoughts the on the episode debut of Genlock, titled "The Pilot." So I like the fact that the show opens up with the family dinner here with Michael B. Jordan's character. His name is Chase, Julian Chase actually, and his girlfriend here to the right of him, Miranda, who he is introducing to his mother and his little sister. And I just love the fact that they put this here at the beginning, just to kind of get us ease us into the start of the show, with just like a normal feel of life, just people coming together, having family dinner, and just really great to see, guys. Now, in the midst of all of in the midst of that happening with the family dinner, there's this breaking news thing that's happening on the TV. And I really like the technology in this universe, in this Genlock world. A lot of stuff that you can kind of do with the technology within the homes and stuff. But literally, once Chase and his girlfriend Miranda leaves, this is when the episode picks up, and it happens literally here specifically because right outside the window, the view of the city, there's a polite building, not literally right outside the view of Chase's mom's home. Um, and I'm gonna guess that this lady, it might be like the president of the United States. I mean, I don't know. She could be the governor. She could be the mayor too. Who knows for sure? But she was making this breaking news announcement here. But it literally picks up here because something happens here specifically, and right outside the building. And also it's the year 2068 at that, within the city of New York. Now we have here an introduction to a couple of pilots, a mechanic standing to the left of Chase there, and we get an introduction to these members of this organization that Chase belongs to, and military wise, and um, we only get names of Chase, his girlfriend Miranda, and that's about it. We don't get any names as far as these pilots are concerned, as far as the mechanic is concerned, and as far as any other people that are within the episode itself. We don't get any of that key information. We just get Chase and Miranda, and it's kind of weird for them to start it off like that, but it's still cool to see that we see some of the characters that are probably more so we're going to see more of them throughout the rest of the show itself. Now, here's a picture of some of the droids that they're going to be using in episode 1, and probably going to be using throughout the show. That we find out that Chase is a pilot and his girlfriend Miranda is a droid operator. She operates one of these droids here within the city as a battle is going on. But this is what they look like in episode 1 when they give us the opening of the episode and everything that happens within the city. But these are what the droids look like in the show. Now, one key thing that we do get from their colonel here, Colonel Marin, is that there's this organization called the Union. They're supposed to be the bad guys of this show here, and they basically are, as she calls it, making their play. They're basically attacking the city of New York, and like I said, Chase and Miranda and the rest of the military here have to go and stop them. But we do get some information that the name of this group is called the Union. This is what the Union looks like. They're machines, they're droids, they're foot soldiers. This is what they look like in the show. Their guns, weaponry, and all of that. Very cool spot here, image here. I love what the Union, what they look like. I even love what the military looks like, with what their droids can do and stuff like that, and even their planes too. Very cool spots with Chase flying in the air and doing his dope thing within using his planes and stuff. So, but this is what the Union looks like as they're marching through the city. and attacking the city. Now, one thing I want to point out, though, within the episode 2 and episode 1, that we found out that the Union can use, that they have tech that can override and hack the military's tech. One of the Union foot soldiers uses this upon that's a part of his gun to be able to override the military tech and be able to turn the military's tech against them. It was just very, very cool to see, guys. But it's just key to note that they have this within their system, within the Union system, to be able to have an advantage against the military, which is bad, but it's still cool to see. Now, I didn't want to continue without mentioning that the attack by the Union started with this smoke that was coming from where I guess, like I said, either like the president or the mayor or the governor, that woman, that lady that was talking on that news broadcast, that the smoke was coming from the ground right where that Polite's building was, that attacked I guess, like I said, the governor, the mayor, the president within the building. This smoke was going through the city, and what this smoke is basically like a bunch of nanites, and these nanites are going around killing people within the city. And this is what the nanites look like. They actually give you a visual of what the nanites look like. They give you a close-up, and this is what they look like. Very small, very, very dangerous, but this is what the smoke, this is the nanites, and that's within that smoke that is going through the city, attacking and killing people. More so killing the military folk, but they are also killing civilians, which sucks. But this is what the nanites look like, guys. Now, all in all, great opening to the episode, guys. The one thing, a couple other things to point out, but one main thing is that Chase basically becomes like a sacrificial lamb. He saves the city using like an EMP on his plane, because it didn't work the first time with one of his colleagues getting killed trying to use their EMP within their plane. But he successfully uses the EMP, but in the midst of that, he pretty much his plane gets shot down, and but his EMP works. It saves the day, it saves the city. All in all, just a great episode, opening episode so far. But there's just a couple other things I want to talk about, guys. Now, I definitely wanted to mention that I loved the introduction to Yasmin Madrani and Dr. Rufus Weller here, and there's a robot behind them. I love their introduction. I love Dr. Weller's character itself. His character is very, very fun. It's very, definitely loving, and very just like he's very hilarious too. I really love his character. Madrani's character is cool as well, but Dr. Rufus Weller's character is very great. Literally great. I love his character. Really, really, just a great character, guys. I love it, and I'm looking forward to more of his character moving on in the show. And the big, huge cliffhanger towards the end of basically at the end of the episode, is finding out that this is now the timeline jumped. It went from what happened roughly in the middle of the episode with Chase dying and saving the day, to it jumps to 4 years later. Everybody's pretty much living their lives, and Miranda and them are moving on with their lives for the most part. And it's 4 years later, but Chase survives his initial death. But of course, nobody knows that information. This is where we culminate all of this in episode 1 to show that Chase survives. Total shock to everybody, of course. But you're kind of curious as to how he survived this, his crash and everything else. But of course, Miranda is in more shock, because that was Miranda was his lover and everything. And of course, some of his friends are even shocked too. But just a great episode, guys. I really, really enjoyed it. Really loved it. Like I said, Dr. Rufus Weller is definitely like my favorite character in the show right now. But all in all, guys, great episode. Love the episode. And looking forward to what happens next in the next episode. So with that, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What did y'all think of episode 1 if you've seen it? Let's get ready for episode 2 coming up this weekend. Let's find out what happens next, and let's have a chat in the comment section, guys, and I'll chat with you all with more Genlock discussion videos. Peace, guys.